You wanna know something I learned today, by the way? Okay, I have a question, chat. What does infamous mean? Don't Google, but what do you think infamous mean? I need to know. Not famous? Negative famous? Notorious? Oh my god, you're right, actually. Oh, wait, you do know! You Googled that! You fucking Googled that. I thought infamous was very famous, like well-known. Yeah, I thought infamous, like, oh, this person is infamous for doing this.
Our English as a first language powers.
Okay, then... Oh, let me think. There's another word.
Just wait until you find out about flammable and inflammable.
Wait. Flammable means it can light up on fire. Inflammable... What is inflammable? Inflammable. This item is inflammable. That means it can set up on fire. It's the same thing. Inflammable means very flammable. Okay, dude. Okay. And also the opposite. No, it does not. If I go chat, this thing is inflammable. Would you set it up on fire or would you not? Is it? Am I getting gaslit? Flammable means fire can spread to it. Inflammable means it can catch itself on fire. What do you mean it can catch itself on fire? Like it walks to the fire? How does it burn itself?
Inflammable is supposed to mean not flammable, but too many people kept using it wrong that we had no choice but to change the meaning because it's a safety issue.
Oh, okay. So it was used as not flammable. You know what? I think you're crazy, chat. Spontaneous combustion. The hell does that mean? Give me an example of one inflammable item compared to one flammable item. The human body, okay. You can't just spam buff, flip, and blow.
Wait until she hears about ravel and unravel.
Ravel and unravel?
I'm kinda tired of chat always lying. Yes, due to the laws of thermodynamics, the inflammable object directly travels towards the T.
Towards the what? The T? The T minor spelling mistake? Oh, fries. I don't get it. So, if it's inflammable, it blows up. If it's flammable, it doesn't blow up. Gasoline, flammable. Concrete doesn't blow up? What? You know what, chat? I swear to God, what the fuck do you mean concrete doesn't blow up? Concrete doesn't blow up. Oh yeah, no it does not. The road is made of concrete. If the road is made of concrete,
wait till she
and
hears
it blows
about
up.
buffalo. That other foreskin was wrong but on the right path.
Okay.
Inflammable always meant capable of lighting on fire. The word flammable came later and means the same thing but sounds less confusing.
Concrete is not flammable. Concrete, roads, what are roads made of? Concrete.
That guy is straight up wrong. The origin of inflammable has always been to describe something that can catch fire. The in this case means into. It comes from the Latin inflammare. Flammable came later cause people are dumb.
I think you're both wrong. And who the asphalt? Oh, asphalt. Oh my god. Asphalt. Oh, how did I pronounce that? Why the fuck did I read that as asphalt? It's because someone said ass flat. I swear someone said ass flat.
That's your ass.
Roads are made of ass flat. How do you pronounce asphalt? Asphalt. Is asphalt not concrete? Asphalt. Asphalt. Oh, I think that's why I read as ass flat. Asphalt. Then what the fuck is made of concrete? Not even close. I thought the road was made of concrete. Like a mix of concrete and like other rocks. If concrete can explode by itself and we walk on concrete, it can explode. We are walking on a bomb, right? So this conversation started because someone in chat said, Michi, concrete is inflammable and it can explode. And I'm like, concrete can explode? Chat said yes. I said, that's not true because roads are made of concrete. Chat said, no, it's made of asphalt. And I go, oh, then what's made of concrete? You said sidewalk. And I'm like, that's even worse because we walk on sidewalk. And sidewalk can explode, which means we walk on bomb. And chat goes, what the fuck? No, it doesn't. And I'm like, what do you mean? And chat goes, concrete doesn't explode. But you just said concrete can explode. Does concrete explode or not? No. Depends. No. What do you mean depends? Non-dairy creamer is inflammable.
Flour, sugar, and concrete dust can explode, Michi.
But that's not true. Because you can eat
Michi,
flour.
you are currently streaming on bomb. Don't worry about it. If you've ever built a campfire, Did anyone ever tell you not to use river rocks for it? The
Do I
water
fucking
that
look
gets
like I've
into
done
the
that?
rocks will superheat into steam and can cause the rocks to split. In some cases sending shards shooting around in a dangerous way. The powder explosive thing happens a lot in flour mills and sawmills but is a different problem.
English is fucking hard. I don't get it. We were learning about the differences of the word infamous and Why is it not pronounced infamous, but it's infamous? If famous is pronounced famous, why is infamous not pronounced
Stop
infamous?
thinking. You watched Apothecary. It is episode about flour explosion. Fine particle substance can explode if it is suspended in the air as dust and there is a spark or fire.
Okay, spoiler. What episode is that in? It does not. What episode are you talking about?
English. You also didn't know math was used for anything and thought the universe was in a can.
Okay, first
there
of
has
all,
been sugar and flour factories in the States that blow up from poor ventilation systems and then kaboom.
what? First of all, chat, actually, something I don't even know what I was. Oh yeah, I was watching a video, and in the video they said our universe looked like a can, and I was like, wow, chat, do we live in a can? That was the question. Second of all, math is hard as shit. And third of all, English, it makes sense. Okay, why famous but not infamous but infamous? If it's infamous, then famous is famous. You are famous. I love this famous celebrity. But that doesn't make sense. But infamous makes sense. Fan shit.
Another fun word is bi-weekly. It certainly never caused any confusion to anyone ever.
Bi-weekly is every 2 weeks. I know that because if it's twice every week, then that wouldn't be twice every week. Alright? Fucking true.
Bi-weekly is twice a week.
Bi-weekly is once every 2 weeks. Bi-weekly is only every 2 weeks. Twice a week would be semi-weekly. Exactly. Boom! You think I am that stupid? Wrong. Smart.
Bi-weekly means once every 2 weeks. Because if it was twice a week it would be called bi-weekly.
Can we ban that guy? Can we just ban that guy out of here? Okay, you know what? English is just stupid. Chat question. Don't Google this. Okay, don't Google because you wanna... Oh, I'm smart. No. Tell me what you think right now. No, okay. What do you think is the meaning behind the word decimate? Question. That's another thing I learned recently. Destroy, to reduce to 1/10. Destroy... Actually, to completely destroy. So decimate is to kill 1 in every 10 of a group, or a punishment for the whole group.
To reduce by 10%.
Yeah. So decimate basically came from the term of like to kill, to reduce by 10%. Basically in a group of 10 people, they take 1 person and kill them. And that's what it meant originally. Yeah. But now decimate has turned into like to destroy everything completely. But back then, decimate is like in a group of 10 people, you take 1 person.
Okay, nerd.
Actually, guys, I thought that's very, very interesting. So, just to prove my point, English is a very ever-evolving language. So if you don't know things, that's fine. Don't talk to me if you don't know the difference of you, your. Yeah. Also, who the hell said buffalo? Explain that to me. What does buffalo mean? It means bison from buffalo, which other bison from buffalo confused the bison from buffalo. What?
Just put the fries in the bag, lil bro.
The first 2 buffalo means bison from buffalo. Buffalo. Huh?
It doesn't make sense. It's just grammatically correct.
Whatever, man. I literally was complaining about this a couple of days ago, where in the English language, right, some people got so lazy that they remove letters from words. Like the word color used to be like C-O-L-O-U-R, and then you change it to C-O-L-O-R. But then for some reason, we still say Q, and we spell it Q-U-E-U-E, even though if you remove all the other letters, aside from the first letter, it would still be Q. So it just makes no sense to me. Why is color... Why you remove 1 letter from color because it doesn't really serve a purpose, but Q is still Qwewe, and hour is still hour. Color is UK English, color is US English. Yeah, but Qwewe is both UK and US English. So like, why in America, if you're gonna take the word color and then remove the U, why don't you take the word Qwewe and remove Uwewe? Wewe. Have you thought about that? Just remove everything. And it's like, what? Can you tell me the hour? Just remove the H. Mind blown. The reason the U was dropped from colors because of Noah Webster, the guy who wrote the American Dictionary. He wanted to reform spelling, but he didn't mind Q. We still spell things like color and favorite. Favorite? Favorite? That's not a word. Favorite? With a U? Favorite. That was what it was. Favorite? That's UK spelling. You're telling me UK people say, oh, this is my favorite?
Michi, you're my favorite streamer.
UK people go like, oh, bruv, this mash absolutely banger, yeah? It's my favorite. You're joking. Also, flavor.
Oh,
flavor.
I also use favorite.
I use this. Favorite? Wait, do I use favorite? That's my favorite. I don't know anymore. Do I use favorite or favorite? Favorite sounds like a chemical. Oh my god, my mind is blown. Also, knight, knee, and knife still has a K. Knight, knee, and knife. Well, yeah. I don't think Americans spell knife with an
UK
N.
people also put tuna and beans on a potato for breakfast. Their writing doesn't surprise me. Laughs in American.
You know what? I heard about tuna and beans. That just sounds nasty. That sounds gnarly. Oh, the K used to be pronounced. Give me that knife. We say knife. You do not say knife. That is not. Hi, Heavenly. That is not true. Yes. Okay, if let's say go
Imagine not pronouncing things as written. Laugh in WK.
Now you shut up. Okay, that is true. Indonesians do laugh like wak 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 wak. Why do you think I go okay? First of all, Indonesians are ha 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 is wak 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 wak. You know how many times I have go like wakakak. Ah, see? Wakakak. Wakakak. WK. Wakakakak. That makes sense. I have never once heard someone go, I will be your knight in shining armor. No one says that. I will be your knight. Time to take a knee. I am going to stab this knight's knee with my knife. No one says knight's knee with my knife. Australians even pronounce the O in knife. Knife. Knife-o? No one says knife. I swear to God. You have a knife. Right, that, right? Like, do you have a knife? That makes sense. I think, who's Mata's Canadian, right? She never says knife. Fun fact, words like knight, knee, and knife still have a K and used to be pronounced. It has nothing to do with being Canadian. I thought Canadians say knife. Because in the start of this, they said, that's another interesting about Canada. So I thought that's a fun fact about Canada, where Canadians specifically say, I am your knight in shining armor. I'm sorry, my knife slipped. I thought, oh, I didn't know that. Giri is Canadian has never said... Giri is Canadian? You're just making shit up. Giri is not Canadian. Onigiri VT, where from? Oh my god, Onigiri is a Canadian VTuber. Oh my god,
she
you're right.
To Japan.
Ari is Canadian? What? Ari is Canadian? No. No, as in she's not Canadian, or no way she didn't know.
Don't get one guide.
There were like 5! There were like 5 to 6 guys saying Ari's also Canadian.
Me when I spread misinformation,
Oh, you
XDD.
bitches. I know Ari is not from Canada and Ari's from America because one time Ari taught me about the world map and she goes, Michi, can you locate America? And I go, where? And she goes, the place I'm in, America. Can you locate where I am? And I'm like, where are you? She's like, America. And I'm like, where's that? She's like, on the map. And I'm like, well, fuck you. Absolutely fucking not. I remembered. Ooh. I failed geography. Okay? Don't test me on this shit. You can show me a map of my own country. And you go, Michi, I'm done. If you have a gun on my head right now, and it's like, you show me the map of Indonesia, and you go, point at Kalimantan or I'll shoot you. Just fucking shoot me. In game. It's over. I'm just gonna die. Point out Jakarta. I have no fucking
Canada's
clue.
in North America.
I know where I live, but then if you show me a map and you tell me like point at where you live, I don't know. That part is not for the doxing. I don't know where it is on the map, but I know where I live because I live here. Chat, if I go like, chat, where do you live? Point exactly the dot on the map. How am I supposed to know that shit? You need to like giga zoom. The map is so tiny. And you have to zoom in so much. I don't know. Do you know where you live in a map? No. Because you can't. Because the map is huge. And if you go like, I live right here. That makes no sense. Because that's a whole area. You just highlighted a whole city. I swear to God, you're just lying. You are lying straight out of your ass. You might know the country you live in, or maybe the city if you're smart.
We know you're bad at geography, but how are you with cardinal directions?
The fuck
True
is that?
or false? The sun rises in the west and sets in the east.
The sun comes out from the right. What is right? Is that west? Yesn't. The sun comes out right in left.
Michi, unlike you, some of us are curious people and have opened up Google Earth and found our exact location on the planet.
Why the fuck would I ever do that? Listen, man. This is my simple understanding of geography. Am I a geographer? No. Am I a geography professional? No. Am I an airplane pilot? Also no. Then why the fuck do I need to know what the map looks like? Genuine question, chat. Unless you are a geographer or a geographer major teacher or an airplane pilot, why do you need to know what a map looks like? Why do you need to know what's on the map? I like globes! What? Well, I like a lot of things too, chat. But the things actually, no, you're right. The things I like are not very useful. But why wouldn't you? But for what? Travel, Michi. Are you a pilot? If no, then why do you need to know what's on the map to travel? Hear me out, chat. If you like traveling, you don't need to know what's on the map. Just fucking travel. Just go there. I mean, I think if you have a crazy specific interest, that's good. But reasonably speaking, we don't really need to learn the map.
I am none of those. I work for the post office. I know exactly where I am on a map.
Oh.
I was also in the Boy Scouts, and on camping trips my troop would make maps as we hiked around trails in the woods.
Why don't you just put pebbles? That's what I do. Like, if you make maps, you can lose a map, you can read a map wrong, you can flip the map upside down. But if you leave, like, pebble trails, then just follow the pebble trail.
Learn to read a map. In general, here is my case. You use the map a lot in Red Death Redemption. Just imagine that, but in real life, Mochievee.
No, but the map in Red Dead Redemption, you can put highlights and you just follow the red line. You know, it's like the yellow path road. But it's either yellow or red, and it's easy.
The term learning is fun means nothing to you, does it?
Yeah. It honestly, learning is fun is one of the first biggest lies I've ever been told in my life. Because it wasn't fun. It absolutely was not fun. Unless the facts were kind of funny, then yes. But if it wasn't funny, why the hell am I supposed to know? Like, if it's like, but Michi, if you want to travel, you know, it's good to learn the map. No, I want to go to Japan. I want to think about sakura trees and food and traveling and all the beautiful places of Japan. I don't think about the shape of the land. If I go, I want to go to Japan, I'm not thinking about what Japan looks like. I'm thinking about what's inside what Japan is. You know what I mean? When I go like, Indonesia is great. I don't think about the Indonesia map shape. I think about whatever is inside it. So, why maps?
No, chat. You don't understand. Michi just don't want to cram her brain full of necessary common and useful knowledge. Just empty head and jumping into the fray like a crazy person does. She just don't want to think.
No, but how is it useful?
Actually, don't listen to chat. Don't bother learning any of this. Stay like this. It helps the rest of us feel good about ourselves not being so dumb.
Chat,
Hey Michi, unrelated to this, Michi wants to be the modern-day equivalent of those isolated tribal civilizations that never had contact with the outside world and don't have a concept of anything that isn't on their own little island. Yes, you don't need to know, but it is generally better for society if its citizens are not uninformed dummies who don't know anything about the world they live in.
I think it's
Honestly,
good that you know.
Chat,
You
we can't
know,
blame Michi
so
here.
I don't need to
Michi
know.
literally has the living routine of a 2-year-old baby
What the fuck
or
do you
of a
mean?
105-year-old hag.
Okay.
Neither of them need to do much or can do much. They need or require others to take care of her, or else she dies. It's that simple. Michi, can you confirm or deny if you have developed object permanence yet?
What is
I
that?
am really beginning to doubt that you'd remember things exist if you can't see them immediately.
What is object permanence? Is there an object temporariance? What the fuck is object permanence? He just told you. Beginning to doubt that you remember things exist if you can't see them immediately. Oh, object permanence is not remembering things exist if you can't see them immediately. Hold on. Can you confirm or deny if you have developed what? Remember things exist if you can't see them immediately yet. I don't get it. Object permanence. Can't remember things exist if you can't see them immediately. Can't remember things if they... Remember things exist if you can't see them immediately. Can't remember things exist if you don't see them immediately. No? Like I haven't seen, you know, like I haven't seen my brother in a while, but I know he exists. Is that object permanence? Peekaboo, because babies don't have object permanence. When I was a kid, I didn't have that? Wait, how did I have that then? How do I have that now? Wait, that is weird. You still yes, I do. Actually, I know.
We're not even sure if you have it yet.
You bitch. How do you develop that? You learn it. How do you learn it? Wait, that's a cool skill. Is there, like, have you ever thought maybe there are certain skills that we don't know yet because we didn't learn it as a baby?
Because you are still a baby.
Like, what if as a baby you show them algebra? Do you think they grow up and they know, like, better algebra? Oh. You know what I mean? It's like, as a child, you teach them
there are
everything.
A lot of skills you didn't learn yet.
They
Don't
will
worry.
cry. No, but like, what if you teach babies everything? So then it's like the save file. You know, like you have your own save file, and the moment you have a baby, you cloud share your save file to that baby. So then the baby can like continue your save file and not start from nothing. That is cool as shit.
There's a possibility, like how you play music and they take a liking to it. It depends on where the baby put their stats while in the womb. Please stop thinking before you hurt your brain.
Did you just describe education? No, because I had to learn from nothing.
That's called education. Jeebus Christ, Michi, what the hell?
No, like, my parents knew shit, but they didn't tell me shit. I had to learn it from scratch.
Michi
like, I had to...
School 2025.
Bro, when I spawned into this world, right, I clicked new game. You know what I mean? Like, if I had a child, is it possible for my child to just click load game? You know what I mean? That's Yes, chat, I know it's education, but I mean education starting from a file already saved and not like nothing. No? Oh, dang. New games would be learning how to create fire. Oh, wait, no, you're kind of right.
That's called nepotism. That's called a book. Should have picked New Game plus SMH skill issue. Just keep playing Mozart to a baby in womb. They will become musician.
Oh my god. Okay, I will say 100% theory
there is
debunked.
No New Game plus in life. Sorry, Michi.
I will say this, that theory is genuinely debunked because when I was a baby, my parents told me that they used to play classical music to me when I was in the womb.
Michi started a new game. We are on New Game Plus. We have to tech the newbies all the skills.
I know, right? I can't believe it. Like, when I was in the womb, apparently my dad and my mom would play, like, classic songs. And then when I was born, they would play classic songs. And I grew up, and now I like calm songs, I guess. But there is one song that I find really creepy, but that's kind of it. Looks like... Yeah, my parents had high expectations of me. They were like, you're gonna be a genius one day. You know what I mean? And I became a fucking VTuber. Sometimes I don't know whether I did it or not.
Your denseness tilted me so much I had to use the last of my funds just for this TTS.
Oh.
I'm in utter shock at the smoothness of your brain.
What do you
I would trust
mean?
an 11-year-old more with my life than with you since they are more educated than you apparently.
No. I'm just not good at maps.
You educated yourself implies that you, in fact, did educated yourself, which clearly, you didn't.
What do you mean?
Please call someone to educate you. Pharaoh, Jowl, Papa, Ari, I don't know, someone.
It's literally, when it comes to science,
11 for the one resub.
Science and geography,
so it's confirmed classical
that's hard.
Music gives a big debuff.
I cannot understand geography. People that ask me about like the north, south, east, west shit, chat, I don't know rights and left sometimes. I'm not playing that up. You know how many times I would like be a passenger in someone's car and they're like, please read the map. And I'm like, I got you. And I'm like, now turn left. And they turn left and I'm like, why are you turning here? And they're like, you said turn left. I'm like, no. Oh shit, I meant right. I can't do that. Direction, very, very hard. So don't ask me east, west. Bro, I'm still in level 1. But anything else, ask me anything else that isn't revolving around geography. I will know, because I am smart.
True what chat says.